In the midst of a chaotic marketplace, a young child named Maria wandered aimlessly, her bright blue eyes scanning the crowded stalls for something to catch her attention. The sounds of merchants calling out their wares and the smell of exotic spices filled her nostrils, but nothing seemed to grasp her interest. As she turned a corner, a hidden stall tucked away in a narrow alleyway caught her eye. A faded sign above the stall read, "Forgotten Memories," and Maria felt an inexplicable pull towards it. She approached the stall cautiously, noticing that the vendor was an old man with wispy white hair and kind eyes. He welcomed Maria with a warm smile and invited her to browse his wares. The shelves were filled with dusty jars containing strange, glowing liquids, each labeled with a word or phrase in an ancient language that Maria couldn't understand. "What are these?" she asked the vendor, pointing to one of the jars. "Ah, those are memories," he replied, his voice low and soothing. "Forgotten memories, lost to the sands of time." Maria's eyes widened as she picked up a jar containing a shimmering liquid that seemed to resemble water. She unscrewed the lid and dipped her finger into it, feeling a sudden rush of images flash before her mind's eye. She saw herself playing with her siblings on a sunny day, laughing and chasing each other through a field of tall grass. She saw her parents holding hands on their wedding day, smiling at each other with happiness. And she saw the vendor himself as a young man, standing in front of a magnificent castle, his heart full of hope and dreams. As Maria explored the stall, she discovered more jars containing memories that weren't her own. There was one labeled "First Snowfall," which revealed to her the sensation of snowflakes gently falling on her face for the first time. Another jar contained the smell of freshly baked cookies wafting from a warm kitchen, transporting her to a cozy afternoon spent with friends. The vendor watched Maria with a knowing smile as she delved deeper into his collection, uncovering memories that weren't her own but felt like they belonged to her anyway. She saw the joy and heartache, the triumphs and failures, each memory woven together like threads in a tapestry. As the sun began to set, casting long shadows across the marketplace, Maria reluctantly returned the jars to their shelves, feeling both exhausted and exhilarated by her discovery. The vendor handed her a small jar containing a memory that was hers alone, a recollection of her mother's lullaby, sung in a soothing voice that had calmed her down on countless nights. "Keep this one," he said, his eyes twinkling with warmth. "It's yours to hold on to whenever you need it." Maria thanked the vendor and left the stall, feeling as though she'd stumbled upon a hidden treasure trove of experiences. As she navigated the crowded marketplace once more, she felt a newfound sense of connection to the world around her, a world full of memories waiting to be rediscovered. As she walked back to her family's cart, Maria realized that the vendor's stall had given her a precious gift: the ability to relive moments from others' lives and understand the intricacies of human experience. She knew that she'd return to forgotten memories soon, eager to explore more memories and share in the joy and heartache of strangers. Over the next few weeks, Maria found herself drawn back to the stall again and again, each time uncovering new memories that helped her understand her own life better. The vendor's collection became a source of comfort for her, reminding her that she was not alone in her experiences, that everyone shared the same joys and sorrows. As Maria grew older, she carried the lessons from forgotten memories with her, using them to connect with others and forge lasting friendships. She told stories about the vendor's memories, weaving them into her own tales of love, loss, and adventure. And when she finally settled down, starting a family of her own, Maria made sure to pass on the gift of forgotten memories to her children. Years later, as they sat around the dinner table, sharing stories about their day, Maria's grandchildren would look at each other with wide eyes, remembering the tales their grandmother had told them about the vendor and his magical stall. And as they passed down their own memories to future generations, the cycle of storytelling continued, a testament to the power of shared experiences. The forgotten memories that Maria discovered in the marketplace became an integral part of her family's history, a thread woven into the fabric of their lives that would continue to unfold long after she was gone. And as they looked back on those moments, they knew that the vendor's stall had given them something truly special: a shared understanding of what it means to be human.